The third one is just a gambit that I did that I really love. And I use the term gambit as a catch-all. Basically, anytime there's like a puzzle or a challenge or anything that they have to do to get to the next thing, I call that a gambit. And so what I did is I sent this group of people up on this like really high up ridge. It was in New Jersey where there was an abandoned observatory, but there was one of those viewfinders that you put 25 cents in and you can like look around. And earlier in the day, they'd gotten this satchel full of all of these things, a journal with all of this writing in it. Think of like Uncharted, the video game Uncharted. This journal is, know what it even means. And then he gets the temple and all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's what this is.
Like it clicks.
Right? Yeah. And so they journal, it had like a bunch of like little shooters of whiskey because like it was a birthday party. Like, of course they need to be a little bit drunk. Right. And all these things, including a quarter. And so they get up to this thing and they put the quarter in that viewfinder and they're told to put the compass on top of the viewfinder and look, X degrees northwest for this thing. And they're supposed to find a person who's sitting and waiting for them. And so they find the guy and they're like, I don't know if that's the guy. And this is like a mile and a half away or like a mile away. It's really, really far. And all of a sudden the guy just looks up and just points right at them and waves. And they just lose their mind, like how? And so I basically just had another person like in the bushes behind them on the phone with this guy who had an earbud in basically saying like, okay, they can see you right now. And so the moment she said it, that's when he turned. He created this like magical, like how the hell did this happen moment? But it wasn't that hard to pull off. It was really, really cool. So it was one of the things I really, really love. It's not as extreme as like a dual proposal in Barcelona or like a helicopter to otters, but it was still just a really cool moment that